Jersey guy, do you remember that science fiction show Quantum Leap that ran from the late 1980s until the early 1990s? Yeah, why do you ask, Johnny? It's performances like this one that make me believe that science fiction is real, because what else would explain their terrible record right now, but having one of the best performances of the season on the road against the defending Stanley Cup champions? I totally did not expect to start today's Preds fan reaction video this way, but here goes. Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning, the defending Stanley Cup champions, no less, on the road in Tampa Bay, Florida, by the score of 4-1. If just for one game, I have to ask, where are my 2021 Predators, and what have you done with them, Sam Beckett? For the majority of this game this afternoon, this team looked like the 2017-2018 version of the Preds. For the start of the game, oh, would you look at that, Pekka starting again. I know now the story is out there that Saros is supposed to start one of the two games in Florida at least, but why am I getting Rocky IV vibes from Coach Hines as he defends playing Pekka again and again and again? Is Coach Hines secretly channeling Ivan Drago? If he dies, he dies. Ben Harper and Pat Maroon trade fisticuffs to start the game less than 3 minutes into the first period, and Nashville is out shooting Tampa by quite a bit just over 10 minutes into the first period, and impressively have the much fresher legs despite this being a Monday matinee game. Tampa Bay ends up evening up the shot total pretty well, and neither team can open the scoring, and it's scoreless after the first. Second period, both teams exchanging chances, and just under 4 minutes into that middle frame, not even on the power play, you wouldn't know it if you didn't check the box score, Ryan Johansson skates down the right side, attracts bodies on him of Tampa Bay, and he gets the puck over to Ellie Tolvanen in his office, and he snaps a rich shot on net past Kurkus McElhinney. 1-0 Preds. The Preds keep up their pace of play, and just over 5 minutes later, the Preds are rewarded for their hard effort with a power play. And on the ensuing power play, Cal Yonkirk gets it over to Eric Hall right to the left of Kurkus McElhinney, and instead of trying to tuck it in, he gets it to a wide open Victor Arvidsson, who winds up blasted home past Kurkus McElhinney. 2-0 Preds. What is this we're seeing right now? Haley's Comet, but on ice? The second power play unit for the fledgling Preds. Power play overall is helping this team keep up with and control this game against the defending Stanley Cup champions. The Preds would soon follow up that 2-0 goal, though, by taking a too many men on the ice penalty against the Lightning. And I'm sure a lot of you, maybe even me a little bit, was thinking that this is the time. This is the moment when the Preds disappoint us all, the Lightning get on the power play, score a goal, and get right back into this game and control it like they should have been from the start because of the caliber of their team. Nope, not today. Lightning are pressuring in the Preds zone on the power play when Ekholm gets the puck and he gives it an innocent-looking clear. And Cal Yonkrum turns on the Jets. He flies in. There's nobody behind him. He's in alone on McElhinney, and he rips it home, and he scores! 3-0 Preds. Throughout this game leading up to this 3-0 lead for the Preds, it's not like Tampa has let the foot off their gas. They are still getting their chances. But Pekka, make me a Pred for life, Rene is not letting them get into the back of his net, despite so many consecutive games played. Preds maintain their 3-0 lead after 2 periods. Pat Maroon, in the third period, desperate to give his Bolts a spark, asks Matthew Olivier to tussle, and Olivier obliges, ready to fire up his team so they don't give an inch to Tampa. The two end up fighting it out to a draw. And to me, Pat Maroon will always be known as this: an enforcer, a tough guy, not really fighting as much. I don't know how many in Preds Nation remembers this because it wasn't a regular season game, but Maroon, at the start of the 2019-2020 season, once taunted the entire Preds bench by pointing to his finger to insinuate his Stanley Cup ring with St. Louis, despite it being a preseason game. But anyways, the Lightning are still pressing, and because the Preds can't extend their lead from 3-0 to 4-0, there is only so much they can do to fight Tampa Bay off, and Tampa finally breaks Rene's goose egg that he was working so hard to get, and Steven Stamkos cuts the Preds lead to 3-1, just under 10 minutes left to go in regulation. This seems to kick the Lightning into gear, and they really turn on the pressure. I mean, really kick it into overdrive, and they pull McElhinney with a full 3 minutes left to go in regulation, and the play is solely in the Preds zone. Rene is making tons of saves to keep the lead at 2. At one point, with the Preds possession back in the Tampa zone, Olivier gets a great look at an empty net, but Cirelli of the Lightning intercepts it, and this game is still on. Finally, the Preds put this game away with just about 20 seconds left to go in regulation as future Philadelphia Flyer, oops, did I say that out loud? I mean, future former Pred, if the trade speculation is accurate, Matthias Ekholm puts the puck into the yawning cage. 4-1 Preds final. Impressive win in a meaningless season it is becoming for the Preds. They still have a rough stretch coming up with 2 games in Florida and then Dallas on Sunday, but it is nice to see that this team still has some fight in them as they play out the second half of this meaningless season going into the off season to come. As much as I am fully on board for Team Tank, it is nice to get these wins every so often so it improves trade value for assets that we hope to see get moved for the hauls that they can return back to the team. I'm talking about Matthias Ekholm. Maybe Victor Arvidsson if the right offer is presented. I just hope that Poyle's phone is ringing right now. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. And hopefully, just like the conclusion of every Quantum Leap episode, this result changes this team for the better.